Ryan Bailey joins me now, returning starter for Hempfield. He's one of quite a few players back on offense. The defense is a little young. Is there any pressure, or what kind of strategies is the offense going to do this year as the defense kind of gets a hold of things and figures out varsity lacrosse?
As the defense figures it out, I think it'll be important for us as an offense to handle the ball very well and not let it down to our defense a lot, because we're not very deep anywhere on the field. So we're just going to have to possess the ball in our offensive zone more often.
The league alignment this year is different. They went away from the two-section league. It's one section. Last year it hurt you guys early to play your Section 1. You lost the township, and really early in the season. It would have been like 2 weeks from now if it were last year. Now this year you kind of get the more competitive teams at the end of the year, the former Section 1 teams. How much does that help this team as the defense, which is young, and maybe some other key pieces are young, and you should probably have things figured out by the end of the season. So how does this schedule help or hurt you guys?
Well, it helps us progress our defense, like you said, through the less competitive teams, and as we move on in the season, our team's going to be growing, more knowledgeable, and people have things figured out, and by that time we'll be playing the more competitive teams. So I actually like it a lot.
You're going to Florida Tech as oh yeah, your shirt does say that. That's what I thought. As your sweatshirt says, why Florida Tech? And you're going to be living in Florida for 4 years, so that's got to be a plus.
Yeah. I was looking at 2 other schools up here in Pennsylvania, but the thing that made me want to go to Florida Tech is the chemistry department and other academics. Like I'm looking more for sciences and not for liberal arts schools. So if I want to switch my major, I could go to another science very easily. And also for lacrosse-wise, it's a starting program. I'm going to get plenty of playing time, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Another question I kind of have to ask. The last, feels like 50 years, your dad was the head coach here, started the program here. Unfortunately, due to some shady stuff with the school board and what have you, it's all been in the paper. He is no longer here, but Dave Andrusic is here, a guy that you know very well. He's been an assistant coach here. How much does having Dave, knowing Dave, for you personally, and the team as a whole, smooth over any transitions that happened with the coaching change?
For me, it helps me transition from not having my dad as a coach. I was so used to it, but it really hasn't been much of a change knowing that he's been coaching us for a pretty good amount of time since I've actually been in high school. So it's not that big of a change, and it's a nice transition for the rest of our team that have already been playing with him because they know him. It's same stuff, just different way.
And the other cool thing, unfortunately, it happened in not a good way, but I was talking to your dad a little bit about it a little while ago. He's actually going to be able just to watch you play as a father instead of a coach. How exciting is that for you to have your dad just to sit down and enjoy what his son's doing and not kind of looking at 8,000 different other things and worrying about everything that goes on with being a head coach?
I know he's always wanted to do it, and that's one thing he's always concerned about with college, but we have that already figured out. So I think he'll enjoy it a lot, different perspective, but I'm sure he'll be riding in the back seat of Coach O, yelling stuff too. So, yeah.
All right, thanks, Ryan.